Hey, what's good, peoples, man? Before we get this episode started, it'd be dope if you toss us a like, a subscribe, and also don't forget to turn on those bell notifications, man. We truly appreciate it.
You're not my man. You're not my man. You're a genius.
And we are live. What's goody, people? Today, this is going to be an exceptionally fun one, but just to let people know, I'm John D. Contradiction. I'm here with Trip and Reckless DWR. We got a dope talk, interview, chat, hangout, whatever the fuck you want to call it, with one of the, honestly, this is cool because this is all the three newest members of the team. So this is a little thing, but today, it's not about that. Today, it's about this artist. If you're looking at it in the squares, he's right below me. Yo, introduce yourself for everybody. Let them know what's going on.
What's poppin'? My name is TR3 from Atlanta, kind of Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Kind of both all my life. And I'm a lyricist. I do a lot. Director, all that good stuff. Kind of got to check in. I don't really want to go too much. That's what the interview for.
Yo, that's very true. It's because you do a lot of things. But yo, this shit is way overdue. We're gonna dive into some questions and all that good stuff. Before we get into that, yo, follow the movement, man. We're out here. We got the new Instagram. That's where a lot of our looks were coming from back in the day. I mean, we had a lot from the podcast and site, but the Instagram looked nice. You get to see reviews and it's quick. We got the Who's Man's Official. So it's Not Your Man's Official and Who's Man's Official. That's gonna be for our our interview series, which is dope. We got a lot of artists on there. For people that don't know, we've been interviewing artists for a long time. We kind of rebirthed it. Me and Reckless put it together. So this is part of that. So you could check that out. Always dope to talk to artists and get that real one-on-one scoop. But yeah, follow the fucking movement. We got the Discord. We got all sorts of shit. So you could talk music with us. You could curse at us, whatever the fuck we got to do. That being said, let's jump right into this talk. How are you doing, sir? How we doing out?
How you living, man?
Can't complain, man. Can't complain. I've been just super dadding. You know what I'm saying? Just making sure I'm staying on top of that as far as staying on top of the career and all that extra. So, that's really where my mind been at. Just staying balanced in between the career and dadding.
No, I feel that. Dadding is one of those things that a lot of people try to take away from you. They try to tell you all the negative side and all that shit. But it's like, yo, this shit is fun.
Nah, this is lit. I love making time for my son.
Yeah, I think the only thing that is tough as far as parenting or being a dad is time. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, like, I got my little one, when I get him, and I'll be like, I don't want to work now. When he's here, I don't want to do other shit. I want to chill with him. I want to, let's get into his head. Let's learn some shit. Let's teach him some shit. Let's build some foundation. So it's like, do all this extra shit. It takes away from it. And that's why I
get him a couple days out of the week. And those 2 days that I do get him, I don't work at all. Like, I do nothing. I make sure I don't do nothing.
So that's why you could catch me like on like weekends when I'm just like, yo, I don't do nothing. I'm not posting shit, like nothing, bro. It's my time. You know what I'm saying? It's my time.
Facts.
And I want to truly dive into that shit. Like, I'll be feeling bad. Like, if I had like, cause I get them weekends and shit, but if it's like other plans come up, motherfuckers that inviting me out to shit. And like, I gotta, but I'll be feeling bad. I want to go do some other shit sometimes. So it's tough. It's very tough. But outside of that, it's a good ass time. And I don't know how people be so miserable that they can't enjoy watching like a part of them become a human.
Facts. That shit is a wonderful like conundrum, bro. That shit's crazy. Yeah.
Small things just blow your mind. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit that you do second nature all day. Something as simple as like using all that shit. And you're like, oh, they don't know how to do this. They've never done it. But
yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. But yo, let's jump into these questions, man. Reckless, man. Hit it with a couple, bro. I know you got something.
Yes, sir. All right. So let us know how you first got started in music, bro, for everyone out there. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh. All right. I first got started as a producer. Nice. I started producing back in maybe like 2008 kind of days, like for real. Middle school days is when I really took it serious. I got my first laptop and downloaded FL Studio. I learned from my cousin. He was into like making beats out of gun sounds, bro. He would like make entire beats out of gun sounds and shit. It was crazy.
That's fine.
Yeah, they was into like the whole beefing thing. Like they would beef with other like rap crews and stuff like that. So I would learn how to make beats just watching him. And I learned how to make beats. I started taking that serious in middle school. And then I kind of transferred into lyricism after the groups that I made in high school didn't transpire the way I wanted them to.
Okay, that's one of those tough things, man. When you come up like with groups, is because like when you start a group, the intentions are there. You know what I'm saying? Let's do something. We're all good at something. Let's all put it together. But once you even get a little bit of like things happening, dudes' minds start to go. And once people start communicating, that's when the groups, you know what I'm saying? That's when shit gets weird. Like when one dude got a different plan in his mind to where the group go. And then somebody always got to feel like, oh, we need a leader. I'm him. And then that shit gets weird. And then, you know, that whole group dynamic, it sucks too, because like that should be the easiest way to break into something. Is as a group, you got more, like that's just more avenues for marketing.
Yeah,
like,
when you do it right, it's perfect.
When you do it right, look at like Earth Gang and like dudes like them and like
Contra.
Yeah,
but we gotta remember those are all dudes that grew up together. Contra is
even then sometimes
Contra's fucking Razcast fucking sons. Half of them. They twins, so they grew up.
Yeah.
I mean, Slaughterhouse didn't grow up together, and that
well, they different. Those was all legends coming together. That was literally the Four Horsemen.
Yeah. But I mean, there's groups like people have put stuff together. People have like just placed pieces. I mean, look at like a lot of the Mickey Mouse Club motherfuckers, and it's just like you guys got to work together. Now you're the biggest pop group on the planet. You know,
but the more solid and consistent sounding and more like sound groups are the ones that do grow up together.
And then eventually break up, like Odd Future.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? At some point,
or someone dies and then the whole group can't go on because they need him or whatever.
That I'll always respect.
Well, I can't sit here and act like I expect the group to stay together their entire, you know what I'm saying, longevity of their career. Like, do we not expand from, like, I don't know. When do we grow up? I don't know.
Yeah, even Migos are breaking up, I think.
Yeah.
You know? On takeoff. I'm like,
see, that's the thing. When it comes to stuff like that, I'm more so in the bag of like, where's the line between like a group and then like homies? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a Dipset fan, and they'll put out a Dipset record every once in a blue, but they'll always be on each other's projects. They'll always work together, and that's the kind of energy that I like. That kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Jadakiss don't always, but like they put out a Locks project every couple years, but they be on each other's projects. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll work with each other, and it's like because they're homies, like they got businesses together, shit like that. I like shit like that because that's the type of shit that, I mean, you know, it's gonna last forever, bro. You know, that type of shit.
But you said a key word though. They got businesses together.
Yeah.
The affiliation.
When you can make money together, bro, it's a different relationship. We not, you know what I'm saying? It's I don't know, man. I feel like every relationship that you should have should be looked at in a business like mindset if you actually trying to grow in it. But
it should have a business point too, you know, and not a small one. It should have a business aspect. You know what I'm saying? And
if y'all not on that same end goal, then y'all gonna do the whole breakup thing. But if y'all got the same end goals, y'all gonna do with the Dipset example you just gave.
Yeah. No, but yeah, that's also very true. I mean, I got my circle of homies, and we always trying to like pick each other up. Like, yo, how do we get more bread and do shit together? You know, sometimes we do on our own shit, but that's
like IMG, like that's my little group. I got a little group or label that I had that started as a group called IMG, which is Instrumentalist Music Group. And that's basically what we kind of turned it into. One of the homies, Father Poet, he throw like shows and stuff. So that's another way to get money. And then the other one, you know, he picked up a camera. He started doing photography. So it's just like trying to find different facets of ways to you know, help the group in different ways that other than musically.
Yeah, because it's like not everyone wants to do just one thing. Not everyone, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody wants to just have one lane or shit. Well, some motherfuckers want to just try shit. Motherfuckers want to just learn shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. I mean, that's cool. If you do it together, at least you got a group of people that you could fall back on rather than like, yo, let me try something with this nobody who's probably going to scumbag me or could and do some other shit. So, I mean, that's always a dope way. But that's dope, man, coming up from production. I mean, a lot of people, they sleep on producers who go into lyricism. And it doesn't make sense to me because, like, I
mean, sometimes it doesn't translate
because it's first instinct. Really, when you're able to compose a beat, because it's easier to deconstruct lyrics.
Yeah,
I feel like sometimes it don't translate as smoothly as the producer thinks it does, though. Like, that's why like the crowds don't gravitate to them as fast as I feel like they should. You know what I'm saying? Because they do have their own pockets. Most producers that turn lyricism kind of have their own pocket, their own flow, whatever. But it's like you kind of gotta gravitate. You gotta already like what they had going on because it's already original. Like it's like super original. It's hard to like put a pin on it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember when Hit Boy was first decided to rap, and he put out a really solid first album. It had like a dope Cudi feature. A lot of people on there.
Hit Boy's hard.
Yo, when he was rapping, I loved it because it was like him rapping on his production. He had some, he flexed some names on there, but I was like, yo, this is dope because like all of that shit sounded like it was made for him because he made his beats, like he rapped on it. So it was very complete sound. And then like, he just don't be rapping like that no more, he just don't no more. And I get it too, it's the times change, but when dudes like, there's a difference between Rock Marcy on some other shit versus Rock Marcy on his shit. And other, rappers like that and shit like that. But yeah, people do sleep on them producers who go into rapping, which is crazy because like they kind of got like that insight, that could make them all pass. But like
they already, it's kind of like ahead of time in a weird way.
That's true.
Yes, sir. And what's the significance of the I? I noticed a lot in your stuff you have included an I, you know what I'm saying? So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Feels, yeah. Okay, so TR3, third eye, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the relations that I would give to it. Also, it means the Trinity, me, myself, and I, soul, mind, body type deal. So I kind of wanted it to stand for all of it. And the I is an easy symbol to use to symbolize all of those different things, all of those different ways of consciousness.
Okay. Tell us
it's got an emoji, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's simple, it's digestible. Everybody knows what it means. When you see it, you can get a good idea of what.
Exactly. You kind of already get like a hint of what I'm on.
Yeah.
That's cool, yo. And like, how does that incorporate into your music at all? Like, is it really inspired at all? Because I noticed you make a lot of like themed kind of projects, you know what I'm saying? So like, explain a little bit about that to the people.
Most definitely. All of the projects are themed with a different like cover, but the meat of it is always the same. You know what I'm saying? So I give it to you in different melodies and different sounds and different waves, but usually the message is the same. I'm just repeating the same thing over and over in different creative ways, to be 100% honest with you. And the message is just kind of reminding you about life and yourself and to dive into the different intricacies of why, because when we stop asking why, we stop being childlike and, you know what I'm saying, we stop growing, you know what I'm saying, type deal. So, Yeah.
And I've always appreciated that. I remember, was it 3 years ago? That long ago, we did Together Alone.
Yeah, facts.
Re-review Together Alone. And I remember, I believe Frank reviewed it. And I remember talking about it. And I was like, bro, this project is very layered. Like just off the name alone, like there's like always this impending message, that was going into these things that like when it hits, you're like, oh, it all makes sense now. There's always something I
appreciate that.
And I remember just from that, the second I listened to Together Alone, I was like, Frank, he gave it what he gave it. But like, I was like, Frank ain't gonna fully get it. But I got it. When I listened to it, I was like, I have to do the next project. I'm like, I have to do this dude's next project. And I remember waiting for when you dropped and you shot us triangles. And I was like, I got a few. And I remember diving into triangles and fucking like deeply. I think I gave that shit like a 9 or something around there. I remember.
Oh man, I should.
Yeah, and I was just like, bro, this dude, like this type of pen, this is the type of shit I like because this pen is honest. This pen is real and it's raw. You know, like the shit is it's there. It's painting very, very rough pictures, but it's beautiful in a poetic sense, you know?
Yeah.
And I started to once, you know, then you dropped the I Was Right. That was the recent one.
Mm-hmm.
Started to get those layers from like just from the name of the project and on those layers you were adding, like even down to like song titles and shit. And that's just to me, I'm like, bro, this dude's a fucking artist. Like people need to wake the fuck up. Like this dude's an artist.
I appreciate it.
And before I head out, I have to ask.
He went quiet. What happened?
I'm on the fucking podcast. Like, god damn.
Wait, what happened? We lost you for a second.
Hold on, because I keep telling somebody I'm on the fucking podcast and they keep fucking calling me. Like, hold the fuck up. Like, yo, I just wanted to ask, like, yo, how many times a day you get 3 stacks? As you know what I'm saying? People calling you 3 stacks, right?
God damn. I get it a lot. I ain't gonna cap to you. I don't get it on a daily basis because I don't go outside like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I be outside, like I be at events and shit like that. I be working, but like when it comes to like really just kicking it, I'm not really kicking it. So it's like I don't really. I'm trying not to get ran into that much, but weekly I definitely get that shit at least a good 3-4 times weekly.
That last shit I had put on my story recently that you dropped on your reels, I was like, all right. Nigga, me and you gotta make like some like outcast shit, like, bro. Because
I had to prove it one day. I don't know if y'all seen it. I had ran a story, like a deep ass story on my IG, and just like put up all the proof and everything, like showing that he was my cousin, like my aunties that was in his interviews, all of that shit. Like
you sound
when he was
like him,
when he was at the wedding, like all of that shit. I brought all the pictures out. I was like, I'm gonna do this for the one time. Y'all catch it.
Today, I don't know people for all the hashtags were Andre 3000 tags today. I was sitting there cracking up on the couch, like, oh, well, I was looking through hashtags like that.
I seen it, Andre 3000. I seen it. Shit.
Let me let it post after, but yeah, it's. I mean, that's a comparison. That's a dope comparison.
I mean, listen,
I love it.
I had to give my nigga Trey his flowers before I stepped out because I ain't seen him in a while, but I definitely had to make sure I seen him for a second.
Oh yeah,
I say.
But I'll catch y'all, man.
Hey, man, be good.
That's a bet. Yes, sir.
All right, cool. And there was actually a big gap between Together Alone and Triangles. Like, what was the reason for that?
Okay, whoa. All right, let me be 1,000 with you on that. So in between those albums, there's an EP called Divine Masculine. And basically, I was going back and forth with my big homie. My big homie is Ariano. I love him to death. And we was just going back and forth in terms of how to drop things at the time. Because, you know what I'm saying, as an independent artist that's been doing this for a while and got my own way of doing it, I seen how he was doing it. And I kind of wanted to try my way real quick just to see how it would work in comparison. You know what I'm saying? And so I did, and that was an independent release. I didn't have no big outlets, no nothing. I kind of just put my own money up and went hard. And so in the middle of those releases, when I did that, the whole point of it was kind of to retreat. And that's why I named it Divine Masculine, because I kind of went in a little bubble where I sold all my weapons. I wasn't having no sex. I wasn't having, I was practicing semen retention, basically, you know what I'm saying? And I did all of that for like 6 months to a year and just kept it moving and was eating good, you know what I'm saying, working out, just really just staying to myself and just getting my health good and my mind right as far as spiritually and shit. And so that was really why it took so long. And then I was also realigning with my OG because it was like I wanted him to see that not only I was going to keep working with or without him, you know what I'm saying, but I wanted to also prove a point that like we need to come together on certain ideas so that we can both prosper in our areas that we both good at. You know what I'm saying? If you're good at the PR and the et cetera in the background, and I'm good at the IG and the Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And making sure visuals are coming out and different things like that. We need to piggyback off of each other where we're great at, so that we can, make this next drop where we need to make it. And so that's what Triangles ended up being. Triangles was that one. And that's why it took so long, because it gave us enough time to get all the visuals, get our drop plan, get our PRs in line, you know what I'm saying? Get everybody distribution, get the big features that we needed. Cause we had like a whole lot of, nice features on there as far as just my connections and my genuine friends, you know what I'm saying? That I've made genuine, conversation with in real life. So we just had to make that shit happen, and making it happen takes a lot of time, bro. Like meeting people in real life and getting in the same room and making the trips, and it takes money and time. You feel me? So yeah, groundwork. So it took 2 years. It took 2 years to conjure all of that energy together, and we finally got it together, and we ran it up as soon as we could.
Yeah, that's worth it though. I mean, you get pictures like Gavilan and Self-Provoked on there. The solid songs too and shit. So
shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's dope, man. That kind of groundwork, bro. People don't realize how much goes into shit like that. People think like, oh, I paid this social media shit $30. I'm supposed to have 10,000 viewers, and it's like, nah, bro. There's levels, bro. It's way fucking different than going big on just a TikTok. You got to make moves.
Exactly.
You got to get the fuck.
And then I was supposed to be going on tour in the midst of all of that, and the pandemic messed it up 2 months into the tour. So.
And that sucks because like tours, that's money planned out.
That's money planned out, already invested. You got merch sitting there for nothing. Like a lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah. Now the pandemic fucked a lot of people up. And one of my favorite artists, Odyssey, was just like, damn, I gotta put out a pandemic project because of this shit. Just to make money. And that whole project's about him making money with it. And I'm like, hey, I get it. But shout out to you, man. That type of discipline too, like to take that time off, bro. I know what that's like. I recently had, I used to always go into like bags where it's like a few months where I have to just take care of myself. And pandemic for me was that, the pandemic for me made it easy to take that break because I was like, hey, the world's taking a break. So I don't have to feel like fear of missing out, none of that extra shit. But I really learned a lot about myself. And I was like, bro, like that's some shit. And it's one of those things that's tough to mention just to anybody, because a lot of people have done it. You try to tell your homies that shit. That's some weird shit. Like, the fuck out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, like, you really don't know how like out of touch we are with ourselves until you do some shit like that. Even just like a 3 day. I tell everybody when I'm ready to change shit up, I fast for 3 days.
But that's why I say I don't really go outside for real. You know what I'm saying? Because of that exact fact. Because it just be like, I can't really relate to what you got even going on on your palette. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even there. So I gotta stay to myself so I can keep my peace.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about in my music is real. That's my role. I live this shit for real.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's very honest. And that keeping your peace, bro, people don't realize that's not easy. The fucking world is built on taking away our peace. You know what I'm saying? Like social media completely ruining our peace. The news that's happening, people just are fucking unhinged. And it's like, bro, like you gotta take that step on yourself. Like you gotta do that shit yourself. And that's just not easy. It's not fast. But it's like once you get to that point, bro, like shit gets a little easier. Like for you to, you can comprehend shit. So shout out to you for that, man. That's a tough fucking thing to do. But hey, you did the damn thing, bro. I ain't mad at that at all.
That's right. And growing up, what were your influences?
Definitely. All right. So I'm gonna start it lower and then go up. So I messed with Bones hard. You feel me? He an underground SoundCloud nigga. I was always a SoundCloud dude. You feel me? Since it came out, I had it. I had an account. Like I was dropping music. Let's see. Go up from there. Definitely Kid Cudi. I got a tattoo because of this nigga. And then, but I was on drugs. Don't do drugs. Let's see. Kanye West is like, he was number one when I was little. You feel me?
Change hip
He was
hop.
number one. I made like a song called Kanye's Throne where I was talking like it was like a letter to him because I was like, one day I'm gonna meet you, but it's gonna be on the other side. You ain't gonna, you're gonna miss all of these, all of the greatness. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, type of shit. But yeah, that was like my number one. I can't really put a pin on too many other ones right now.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's a huge influence. Kanye literally. He captured a sound that nobody was doing, bro. That soulful shit, anything he produced, you were like, bro, that's it.
Charles Hamilton. Charles Hamilton.
Was that hard? Maybe you got shout out to Charles Hamilton. He had a run. Him and Asher Roth came out fucking blazing, and then they just Asher Roth's still doing his thing, but I ain't heard from Hamilton.
Hamilton is,
Yeah. After that shit where he got hit by that chick, that's when the last I saw from him.
Yeah.
That was it.
It'd be like that sometimes, though. What do you hope that listeners get from listening to your music?
I just hope that they just get reminded to reflect on something. Reflect on something because, everything has a root. And if you don't know the root of it, you don't know where the hell it's going. You don't know where you're growing and where you're going to go to. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's a fucking fact. Everything has a root, bro. Everything. All them bullshit cases y'all motherfuckers watching on TV, all them evil motherfuckers that go and shoot shit, all that shit, that shit rooted from something. That shit, like, you strip all the politics, you strip all that bullshit. Not right. Something is fucking spoiled in the root. And that's the thing that this generation is losing that. You can't even argue with motherfuckers anymore because the picking and choosing it washed away like to anything anymore, bro. It's just it doesn't exist because everything's so
the only root they got right now is anger, and they don't know how to express that. So of course,
they just think they're fine all the time. I'm great. There's nothing wrong with me. Meanwhile, they all this fucked up shit, like because they don't understand there's a root to your problem.
As soon as you don't agree to something, it's a fight, and it's like. Come on.
Yeah. They want to deal with. It's like, let me take something to get rid of it. And it's good. But it's like, bro, no, like that's the worst. You got to face fucking everything, bro.
Right.
If you can't fucking defeat it or whatever you got to do with it, facing it is like the best shit you can do, bro. Like that whole, I'm going to chalk it up to this and drown this away. Nah, bro. That ain't it.
Right. Right. You need to sit in it and go through it.
Feel that shit. Feel alive. That pain, all of that. You got to feel that shit. Yeah, people don't do that now, man. Everybody's so afraid of the truth and afraid of being called this, afraid of being wrong. And that shit is crippling, bro. That shit is fucking crippling, bro.
Yeah, they hide that fear in being tough. They call it confidence.
And it's like, bro, and that's, what's crazy? That's old school shit. Like, I know where I grew up. I remember back in the day when motherfuckers is like those, the all bark motherfuckers is like, bro, that's coward. That's a coward. And I see it on social media and it's like, bro, I know a coward when I see one, bro. Like, why do y'all love this? And it's like, hey, it's cowards and more cowards, bro. They breed in more cowards. And it's like, nah, man, that shit ain't cool. That shit ain't hard. That shit ain't dope. Like, that shit's cool.
So you're saying we should have a cleansing?
Yes. Facts. Some shit just needs to happen, bro. But that's the sad part of like now. I feel like shit needs to be extreme for shit to happen, and that sucks. But
because everybody's desensitized as fuck.
Yeah. So it's like I feel like the only way shit can happen or shit can change or shit will be recognized is if it's extreme, and that's a terrible.
I mean, the pandemic forced a lot of change, as you saw. That's the big thing that needed
because of how extreme it was. You know what I'm saying? The only way, like, shit can't just be light or regular now. It has to be extreme for the people to fucking follow it. Like, even now, we can't even have a president. Even though all the presidents were ridiculous, but we can't have a president now without the shit being like full on extreme. Like, it got to be extreme.
Because a lot of people posting those stickers on those fucking gas stations of, Joe Biden all day and shit. People are just weird out here.
Weird.
They get paid, bro. It'd be like post on Craigslist for people to get paid to do shit like that. No cap.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Because but what's crazy is like the people that spend their own money to do shit like that. I told about there's a dude, he's like a block away from me. He got like a fucking really well made Trump 2024 thing on his house. It's Trump, like Rambo, like it's Trump on the Rambo
on his house.
But it's like on his house, like it's like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like that money on that, like that wasn't like $10 Amazon sticker. Like this shit is that's crazy to me. Like I'm worried about that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel you. Nah, facts.
But watch out for those people. So you have a very extensive catalog of music, that you have out there right now. So if somebody was new, was never heard your music before, what would be the project you would recommend the most to them to check out right away?
I always tell people to check out I'm Awesome, I'm a God-fearing man. Simply because that album, I feel like it's not the beginning of my music career, but it's a good sonically inclusive point of where my mind is and where I'm gonna stay. Because like a lot of things changed at one point in my life, and I felt like I was able to express it fully on that album.
Mm-hmm. No, that's great, man. Like that was the message behind the title and all that, you know what I'm saying? Because I am awesome, I am a God-fearing man. Like, what was the significance of that?
The balance. I needed to include balance. You know what I'm saying? Because I was, first off, this is at a point where I have no favorite artist. Like, this is at a point where I had nobody I was looking up to as a favorite or nobody. Like, I had completely disconnected from that ideology simply because I needed to figure out what that God complex was within myself, you know what I'm saying? Because I felt like we was all going down these weird, different spiritual paths, and they're all categories and checkpoints and rabbit holes, you know what I'm saying? When really, everybody got something that's just for them, you know what I'm saying? And they need to really just go within and stop reading into so much, bullshit. Because it doesn't make sense, you know what I'm saying? For you, it makes sense for somebody else. So, I just started to apply all of these things for myself that made sense as far as my knowledge and as far as the things that I was reading into and the things that I had access to, just being who I am and technology savvy. I felt like that album that title just includes everything. It shows the balance of Godism, you know what I'm saying? And calling yourself a God and knowing that there's something higher than you also. So if you are God, you're only God-like. You're not the God. You're not the source or whatever that is. And that's kind of what that message was. And the awesome part is like the ego. You can't take away the ego. The ego is what makes you, that kind of holds you and protects you here on this physical realm. So just identifying with that as well.
Yeah, I fuck with that heavy. I like that kind of balance because it's very obvious. It's clear that like that kind of balance, it's almost like you're trapped in it. That's why you got Together Alone. The name, way you spelt I Was Right specifically. It's like keeping you sane. And I feel that like I'm a big fan of that. I'm a huge fan of that type of shit. Cause like I do truly believe, humans, we are walking contradictions. We contradict ourselves all fucking. And that's the good and the bad. That's the beauty of it. Also the dark side. And I love that balance. That type of shit to me, that makes someone real. Like that's the type of shit I look for when I'm saying artists need to give a piece of themselves. I need to know all about how flashy shit is. But if you're telling me about like, hey, sometimes when I do buy the homie shit and they don't appreciate it, I'm like, that's kind of dope to me. You know what I'm saying? Like there's details and shit like that. That's real. I can relate to some shit like that because now you're a person to me. Now you're a human. Yeah. Not the image that you're trying to feed me. And that's dope, bro. That's what makes music stick. That's the shit that makes people, scream in the car type shit.
Facts. Oh God.
That shit will always forever hit harder than any I'm lit track. Like that shit, if it hits you at the right time moment, you will scream them fucking lyrics up until you're past that stage. Them shits will still hit, bring you back to that. And that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah, bro. And what made you decide to step into the world of directing? You know what I'm saying? And where do you get your ideas from?
This directing shit. Yeah, let's for the people that don't know, before we got you into it, like let's talk about the directing shit. Like what you got out there. What's some shit that people need to understand about this directing shit?
Okay. As far as me directing, bro, I'm real water sign, bro. I go with the flow as far as like the chemistry of me coming up with it. Nah, real talk, because it's like I even tell the people that I'm working with, because I've been directing for myself for so long, my ideas are kind of already constructed. I just haven't been able to make them happen because I can't shoot myself. You see what I'm saying? And so
someone with that vision.
Yeah, so being able to actually, you know, make it come to life finally and get these treatments, you know, physical is basically what I'm doing now. And on the side of that, I like doing free run stuff. Like I like being able to capture moments that I feel like you just said, make people human. You know what I'm saying? So I do a lot of BTS. I do a lot of BTS work in the background as far as edits and stuff like that. But a lot of my music videos and treatments and such like that are just they kind of come off the top as far as if they don't have a full blown story to them, they kind of come off the top. And I just kind of go with the chemistry of flow versus beat. You know, I kind of mix that producer mind into a visual.
So what got you into that? Now, what started that where you're like, I'm gonna just go for it? Because I know obviously
your video sound that you're like, oh, that's
man, I got tired of freaking people like not wanting to show up for video shoots and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I do have the camera, but I just don't have nobody to shoot it. You know what I'm saying now? And it's just like, it just got to the point where I was just like, you know what, guys? I'm going to work with what I got. I'm going to shoot myself. I'm going to use this tripod and I'm going to figure out how to freaking edit because it's technology. You know what I'm saying? I was very tech savvy. So it was just like, it was so much I was seeing happening in movies and music videos. I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to come up with a style and kind of stick to it. And so one of my biggest things was cloning myself. So I started doing that like a long time ago. And on my like very first like mixtape, like very first like album mixtape or whatever that I dropped on SoundCloud, I cloned myself in one of the like biggest singles that I had at the time. And that was like a big thing that no one knew how to do. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I don't know. I kind of came up with a moniker and like ran with that style for a while and turned it into what it is now.
That's fire. That's fire. That's that. You can't stop a creative, bro. You really can't. You really can't stop a creative, bro. Because like the second they got an idea, it's gonna fucking haunt them until it comes out, until they figure it out.
Yeah, that was my mom, like little Sony Cool Pix, pink little camera, bro. Oh God, I just sat it on the little desk and shot some shit.
So it's been in you, bro. So it's been in you. Fucking. So what's your favorite video to shoot, or what's the thing to shoot?
My favorite thing to shoot so far.
Hold up.
I would have to say.
Wait for a second.
Right.
Okay. My favorite thing to shoot so far. I really like the Baba Soul video. I like how it came out. This dude named Baba Soul. He got a video. You can look him up. Definitely BABA and then SOL. But yeah, I love the video I shot for him just because of the chemistry. Everybody that came out to support him was really, you know what I'm saying, there. And everybody was following, you know, the directions that was needed. You know what I'm saying? It was just a very easy to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's like, when the chemistry right, you know what I'm saying, the visual come out 10 times better. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I recently just shot for Ogechi. She hasn't dropped it yet. That's a crazy video. I also shot something for this dude named Prince Ali. That's a dope video too. But yeah, those are the recent ones that I feel like really showcase what I'm about right now.
That's dope, bro. You know what I mean? It's cool that it was a smooth, like, you know, like thing that happened, because I've heard horror stories of people like, you know, lagging, or they don't want to do stuff until so-and-so shows up, and like the light starts fading away from the sun and shit. So, you know, have a little bit to work with and shit. So, you know, has everything ever happened like that, you know, in your career?
Yeah. Facts. It's this one video. It's called, it's by this dude named Amari Shakur. He dropped it and it's pretty dope. We was outside at like a water, like lake type area, and the sun was hitting in behind him. So it's a shadow casted all over his face. And we kind of just took that shot. And I like dark coloring and silhouettes and stuff. So I kind of made it a silhouette shot and kind of went with it. But it's always going to be a light problem when you're outside.
I'm not gonna fuck about you.
Unless you just catch that perfect moment, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the most special. Like, fuck it, I got it. I'm gonna rewatch that bitch. Editing this shit, like, yo, I'm proud of myself.
Nah, facts. People wake up at like 5 a.m. just to be outside and catch that like 30-minute window between 6:30 and 7 when the sun set. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's serious.
Yeah, especially when they do like beach shots and they have like girls out there in the water and like, all the shit, but that
and it be cold as hell.
Yeah, they're out there, you know, goosebumps and all that. Shit, makes you look better. Like, all right,
right, yeah.
Hold that sexy face as long as they can. Like, hurry.
Nah, in fact, I've had I can relate because look, I had a music video that I was shooting. Called 4 a.m. right? The video is out, and but the part that I'm talking about is obviously not in it. So we were shooting at this pool spot, bro, and it was cold, bro. The water that was like, first off, it wasn't raining, and so we was trying to make it look like it was raining on me. So we pulled out this water hose, you know what I'm saying? The old school, blah blah blah. And so the water that was coming out that water hose was fucking freezing, bro. Okay. All right, fucking freezing, and it was already not warm outside, bro. Okay, like so. Oh my god, I'm sitting there freezing trying to get these lyrics. I said, bro, I can't do this. I cut. Like, I'm looking at the footage. My mouth over there just chitter chattering and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Fuck all that.
I ain't doing this shit, bro. I look like I'm about to catch a cold out here. Fuck all this. I ain't that big of a movie star.
Hell no, I do too much, man.
Yeah.
If you can give somebody like some advice coming in the rap game, you know, what would it be? And what's been some good piece of advice have you ever received in your career?
Facts. The first one, my advice would be do it. Learn, like, I guess look at resources to learn your basis, but do it yourself and find your own figure out your own fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody wants to follow a rubric, and you are the rubric. Create your own rubric so your shit be original when you do get a product and you're not getting no copycat shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like me doing a lot of hats myself, whether it was engineering, producing, directing, all of these different facets that come to being an artist. I've done all of it because I feel like it's giving me a little bit more insight for when I do want to pay for these services. You know what I'm saying? Now I know exactly what I want when I want to spend some money, because people take your money and give you a non-solid project, you know what I'm saying, or a non-solid product, and you wouldn't know the difference because you haven't stepped into their realm. You haven't, took the time to actually even survey their land. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to actually learn everything about it, but at least know something about it, so that when you spend your money on these services, when you don't want to do it and when it's not your job to do it, that you know exactly what you want and what you want to hear and what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm. No, that's definitely, because a lot of people don't know what to do, and they want to get a video out. They do what they can, pay whoever they, see it's either cheap, or it's like, oh, you do a cool job. I seen some shit. And then, they go for it, not knowing what they get is the end result.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Facts.
And what's the best piece of advice that you've ever received as an artist yourself?
Okay, yeah, facts. Sheesh. Best piece of advice I've ever received as an artist. I would have to say It is. It would probably be the just. Yeah, like I've been, it's a lot of good people around me, man, that done kept me grounded. You know what I'm saying? So
it's important.
I would have to say, it would have to say just being my OG Ariano. He taught me the business aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? As far as time and that the quantity, the quality over quantity thing. You know what I'm saying? And not even to take away from me as an artist, because I create at a very fast rate, and it is high quality. But at the end of the day, at a sales point, on a business tip, that doesn't matter. On the artistry, that's cool. That's fun. You know what I'm saying? That's great. That's a fun accolade that I can throw in the air. But on a business tip, nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? And so it is about quality over quantity, over there, you know what I'm saying? So just learning the business and learning when to give out more quantity over quality and and vice versa.
Yeah, definitely, bro. So it's a nice balancing act that you got to maneuver around and shit. But you got it, you know what I'm saying?
Nobody talks about. That's the shit nobody wants to talk about, because it's the toughest part. Like, your marketing.
That's why I still use SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? SoundCloud is for my guerrilla marketing, and then all platforms is for me to be able to do something more solid and get some money and feedback and all that extra.
Yeah, that's why I can never even get mad. Like a lot of the hip hoppers, like the Rome Streets, so like the underground, but they still kind of know they do the 2-week Bandcamp release first.
Yeah.
Then they do, and it's like, bro, like, you can't be mad that they're securing their own bag.
And I'm about to get on that train.
Honestly, it's a good way to do it. Especially like now, because twice a month, fucking Bandcamp does
they take down the yeah.
And it's still, even when it's up, it's not a lot. You know what I'm saying?
It's not anything, dude. For real.
Dope. It's dope with that. They give you a lot. I mean, it's a great platform. They give you like fucking bonus codes, download codes, all this cool shit to just make the fans feel fucking good about it,
Yeah.
It's like, that's the shit that we need, like, of someone to buy to give it more, I don't know why the artist hasn't why 50 not fucking trying to cop Bandcamp and make it like his title. You know, like that is what we need. Like, but yeah, no, that whole the quality quantity, like, you need that type of marketing shit. But I wanted to ask, so I don't know if we got into it, because I know I missed a little bit. That's my fault. My apologies. Did we dive into the side stuff? Because I remember you had like that not weekly, but you had like that artist showcase thing that you had posts with and stuff like that. I forgot what it was called.
Nah, I haven't dived into anything.
Talk about it.
Hood colors.
About the side stuff, not just the music stuff. I want to talk about the side, because I remember that showcase and it was very grounded from. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Let everybody know the name of it and stuff like that. Again, I apologize.
No doubt. The name of it is Hood Colors. You know what I'm saying? It's right here in Atlanta. And basically it is it's kind of just like the Colors platform, but a little hooder and a little more chopped and screwed. You know what I'm saying? It's real colorful. And you know what I'm saying? It's really the best way I can put it. It's real scissor. It's real cut. You know what I'm saying? I like cartoony, but but realism at the same time. So it kind of looked cheesy, but not, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kind of makes it stand out and make it different. And yeah, so it's a platform for underground artists. Anybody, I've had people travel from wherever, but anybody can be on it. It's based in Atlanta, and yeah, it's called Hood Colors.
Hey, I like shit like that. I'm big on, like, a community aspect. I'm big on getting artists to just work with artists, because I feel like, nowadays artists don't do that no more, unless it's like a fucking come up or it's a gimmick. But it's like, whatever happened to that, that fun shit, like when, Method Man, Redman, all of them would rap together just because they knew they were the top dogs. Not.
I'm trying to look. I'm not even. I don't want to put out too much, but the whole point. I'm at 38 artists right now. I'm in season 3. I recorded 38 artists, and we're gonna be in season that's already bleeding into season 4. And the whole point of it is to definitely come back and like throw a showcase of some sort or have a mixtape or something, like, you know what I'm saying? Because the whole it's gonna make sense.
Yeah,
it's gonna make sense.
Yeah, it's got a path, it's got a goal, and it's got a story that all it needs is manpower.
That's it.
Yeah. And that's a lot of just music. Like, people don't realize, like, music is literally just that, like fans, like all that shit is manpower. It's just people. It's like, you can't just let labels and shit run everything, because we are what they're trying to attract. Like, labels exist for us. They're trying to come at us. I'll never understand that shit, you know, but that people don't get that. But yeah, that's a fucking dope thing. I think that's something like that is, you know, not to say anything about the music, you know, the music's going to get where it gets, you know, and I want that shit to go as far as it can. But something like Hood Colors, that's the community.
Yeah, you can facts.
Run with that when you could just sit back and just let it be an entity, that fucking thing. And that's a beautiful thing.
I'll show you.
That's a safe space, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of, like, hip hop starting to lose those. Like, we lose it.
We can. We need as much as we can out here.
Yeah. Spaces, bro. That shit it's crucial, bro. I remember growing up, man. If I didn't have shows, bro, I don't know what the fuck I would have had. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, facts. And that's the thing. Like, I made sure, like, it's live. Like, so you gotta perform. Like, you can't, like, fuck up in the middle of the track and be like, can I chop in and jump in? No, bro. You're gonna do this over.
Yeah.
And what are we talking about? Period.
Yeah, and that's the real shit. Like, that's the type of shit too. Like, fans should be like that on music. Like, that's why when people get away with rapping on backtracks, like, bro, you paid to see.
Man, nah, man, we weeding out the bullshit.
Yeah, you know, it's like, even from, like, and it's not just from the artist perspective. Like, if imagine you go to see your favorite artist and they over there breathe, they're like dying up there, and like, it's gonna be a good time regardless. But a backtrack is never gonna be a good time, bro.
Facts.
You feel robbed, bro.
Yeah, at least a performance track. You know what I'm saying? Have some shit cut in where you need your breath and shit. But come on, bro.
That's the smart way to do it. And that's a lot. Of these cats need to learn, because I like how to work, like, even stuff like Logic and all those dollars, just for something that simple. Because that's
exactly.
Because, like, if you can plan out your breaths, I promise you, your fucking live set is going to skyrocket.
Crazy.
Way better.
Crazy every time. Just because of that.
Then you could, because once you get into that for any young artist, bro, that's a fucking great segue into choreographing your live show.
Yeah.
I've all been blown away by, like, some of the top artists. Like, we all know the difference between seeing, like, you know, locals, and locals are dope, but seeing, like, those big headliners, and it is an experience. It's like, because that shit is it's choreography. That shit is like, they developed that for you, bro.
Yep.
List was made for you, and it's like, you got to learn, if you're going to be a professional in this world, if that's the goal you want to get to, why not start it's you're small, you know, when you're small, because once you get there, it's fucking cake. Because I've seen some of my favorite artists sound like shit live. I've seen
Facts.
And that shit is it hurts.
Man, what the soul?
It hurts. So it's like, learn that shit. That shit make your live game better. That's what make people. That's the experience.
Yeah. You can find your own way to, like.
I ain't gonna care. I try not to perform no song without a goddamn performance track, because I know my songs are layered as fuck.
Oh yeah, especially when you got, like, if it's a rap heavy song, like, if you have an ad lib or, like, that little bit where it's the track, that shit'll save your life.
Save you every time.
Every time, bro.
Every time.
For real. But yeah, that's that extra. That's that work, bro. That's how you create it. Like, that's. Artists, we're so in control of the fucking universe that we want to build around our name, especially in that TMZ light where they could just break your shit down by paying your parents for fucking kid pictures and shit. You could create so much, and it's like, fuck it. Why copy and paste, bro? Create, bro. Create.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So my favorite segment of this shit. What's your top 5 favorite rappers?
Shit.
I love it.
All right, I'm about to hit you. All right, so no order, but these my top. You feel me? I got Coley Xavier. You feel me? Look them up. That's all I can tell you. Fucking Novelist. Okay. It's spelled with like it's Novilliss. You feel me?
Okay.
Let's see. I don't know. For some odd reason, I've been rocking with Nas. I've been listening to a lot of Nas, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw him in there because it changes, it rotates. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta figure out what I'm listening to right now for real, so I can give you something that's raw. And then I'm definitely listening to I'm always listening to what's his name? That's so crazy. Why when people ask this question you go blank?
You blank out.
Let me see.
That's why it's fascinating to see that, you know.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Hold on, man. I know this homie. This homie Spaz. Sammy, it's Sammy something, bro. It's like Sammy OVO or something like that, bro. I'm gonna get it right, but he go crazy, and then sheesh, this is the fifth one, right?
Yeah, last one.
All right. IMDb.
Okay. Right. I like this list. This is a list that people got to look up shit. People got
it's unique, and then when you hear it, be like, "Holy shit!" Okay,
yeah, I'm here for that. I like that instead of just like, I'm gonna name some names. I like hearing art because these artists now. I want to know. I want to listen to these.
Oh, no doubt.
It's the shit I like.
So, anything else you want to add to people out there? What's coming up next? What's the next song?
Before we go there, we should hit him with a produced one because he produced.
You know what? True. What's the particular equipment that you started off with, brother?
Yeah, he produced, so he got to tell us who.
That nigga said, "What's a piece of okay?
What's a
my piece of equipment was a goddamn keyboard, my G."
Oh, you had the MPKs?
Nah, I had a legit computer laptop keyboard. Okay, I had the FL Studio, and I had to use the goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because you could use the keyboard as a piano scale. And I learned how to play that motherfucker on there, bro. And so then I finally graduated to a little MIDI Akai, bro. But nah, bro, I learned how to do that bitch on a little laptop. I used to bring my laptop to school and be in the back of the class making beats while my teacher thinking that I'm like doing projects and shit.
He working hard. Fucking up a storm. Oh, shit.
No.
Oh, that's fire, bro. Fruity Loops, people don't realize how important that program was for people who just
crazy innovative,
bro. That shit made shit like because I mean, if you didn't jump into that first, you're probably a little older, but like if you're around, the same age range, that shit was like the gateway, and it made shit easy, bro. And it's like shout out to Fruity Loops, especially now because it's so much advanced. But shout out to them for giving kids that opportunity, bro. Like.
Very true.
Back in the day, it was affordable, or we had, we was on fucking BearShare, Kazaa, whatever the fuck you used, with getting the full version. But we was out here cooking.
Bro, I started off trying to remake fucking Soulja Boy beats. Stop playing with me.
Hey,
Stop playing with me, bro. What are we talking about?
Him. He changed.
He used to have FL Studio fucking tutorial. He used to go live on fucking YouTubes and shit, bro. What? Like, stop playing, bro. Y'all gotta stop playing, bro. Soulja Boy gave a lot of game out, bro.
He gave so much game, bro.
He needs his flowers, really. Even if people hate on that.
He really does. Like he is responsible for your favorite rappers going digital. Think about that.
He was the first viral rapper.
Everyone, yeah, bro. Everybody, come on, bro. He was out here, bro. Like he took it to a whole different level. That he changed the internet, bro. Like that's hard to do.
Period.
That's hard to do. It's the internet, bro.
A little genius that he knew. Oh, he was ahead of his time.
Yeah, he one of the people. No matter what he's doing, he gonna find a way to make money. And I fuck. He People like that, you need them.
True that.
Facts.
Who was your inspiration or influences like from your producer side? Like which producer did you look up to and shit?
Yeah, which producer?
Dilla, Kanye West,
Yes.
Madlib.
Yes.
Fucking Nostalgia. What's the dude that produced Chance the Rapper shit? Nostalgic something.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot his name. He was dope as shit. What happened to him?
Yeah. He was the dude that he was across seas, bro. They just like pulled him out the wind, my nigga, and he would tossed him back. Like, it's crazy. But that dude, wow. JPN, if you know who JPN is, ridiculous. Please look that man up. He's just like a SoundCloud god. Okay. Clams Casino.
Clams.
Clams. If you rapped on SoundCloud, you knew Clams Casino.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, I was a producer on SoundCloud first, so I wasn't rapping at first. So it was just like I knew where all the sounds and all the crazy scapes and shit was at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like DJ Plug was going crazy on SoundCloud, and no one, you know what I'm saying? He been lit. But in like all them Florida niggas, they been lit on SoundCloud. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, a lot of that sound was them taking stuff off of SoundCloud bites, and it's crazy, bro. SoundCloud was a lit era, bro. Like when it first jumped off, that shit was sonically amazing.
Yeah. It was game changing, bro. Like that shit changed. It changed lives, bro. Motherfuckers.
People don't know, bro. They used to have this function on SoundCloud, bro. I used to tell people about this shit. People used to have this function on SoundCloud where you could create groups, right? And these groups, they would allow you to, like, once you create a group, people could follow this group, but it would be like kind of like a story on Instagram, but for music. You know what I'm saying? And so everybody that posted to it, that followed that group, they immediately get a notification. And so you can just upload to a group that got 1 million fucking followers, bro. As long as the group accepts you and you got decent music, you can just boom, upload your shit to their little group and instantly get like some feedback. You know what I'm saying? They tell you your shit trash and all that. So back then the comment section used to be crazy and the reposts used to be like ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So you used to really get exposure on SoundCloud. SoundCloud used to be crazy lit, bro.
Honestly, it was that's the thing. People like hate on SoundCloud now, but like it was very innovative in a sense where like shit like that can't fly anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like labels and all that, the amount of money that you're missing out on because of like that type of shit. It's crazy. Yeah. SoundCloud now, they got rid of that shit. Now you got
it's all gone. They turned into one of the all platforms type station, bro.
People bought it because they were like, they're letting shit happen because dudes was really blowing up, like independently, like truly independent.
Yep.
You know, motherfucker could drop something on there and get that quick 1 million views and have a fucking real fan base.
Yep.
And they don't have nothing online. You know what I'm saying? And it was very fucking crazy. But like the industry couldn't let that shit live.
Bones was one of them, bro. Bones went crazy.
Yeah.
That man would drop every single day.
which is wild, bro. I remember that era, bro. That I loved SoundCloud for that, and I was big on whenever rappers were putting out competitions because, like, you put out a competition track and like thousands of people would hear it and give you feedback, and it was just love. You know what I'm saying? And like now you can't do shit on SoundCloud. There's motherfuckers out here. You put someone on SoundCloud, and unless
you get nothing, you're a SoundCloud rapper now. They fucked it up.
Yeah. And you can't, what's crazy is you can't even, like, back in the day, I would drop anything on SoundCloud just because I'm like, I need to put my music somewhere. And I didn't even have to share it, and it would just find a way onto somewhere.
Exactly. The algorithm was so beautiful on there, bro. It was like Instagram when it first came out. It would just pop up on the feed. You know what I'm saying?
And now it's like, bro, you can literally be on SoundCloud with 0 fucking listens for like days, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Yep.
The fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? For something that has that many people on it, that don't make no sense.
Yep.
Yeah. Make no sense, bro.
There's been a lot of eras, speaking of which, of like producer, like heavy, like era that we had, even like Lex Luthor's era with all that Walker Flock and shit. We had the Mike Will Made It, you know. Like, what's been your favorite era of like a producer just taking over the game?
Mac Miller.
bro.
Mac Miller had like so many different eras of like doing shit. It was ridiculous. And yeah, bro. No one even knew, bro. You just had to follow the breadcrumbs, and I was him. You feel me? But yeah.
Shit, bro. And that shit, it was incredible because like I remember when he put out that project with Vince Staples, and I'm like, yo, the fact that
Faces
blow up. Yep. I'm like, the fact that this did not blow up immediately is crazy.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Like, don't sneak something like that out. And that he was doing
produced all of it. But that's an independent one. That was the independent track. That was the only independent project he ever released.
Yep. Fire. And Mac Miller's producer run was crazy. Because people did not know. And it's
so much work he got out there, bro, that he done produced that people still don't know.
I remember when they I think it was Complex posted like an article about like Larry Fisherman, and motherfuckers in the comments like, word, I had no idea. I'm like, really a student. He was out here, bro.
Facts.
He was out here. Whenever he would drop a tape, bro, even like the beginning of when I was rapping, when he would drop a tape, bro, he would drop the fucking beat tape after.
Yeah.
And I rap on all, like that whole Faces project, I rapped on that whole shit, bro. I love the beats on that fucking bro.
Yeah, nah, crazy,
bro. Crazy. Super fire, man. Shout out to real independent artists, man. Like,
and rest in peace to Mac Miller too.
Rest in peace, bro. Rest in peace.
Yeah. So what is next for Trey? What's the next project? What's the next producing shit? What's the next video? What's happening, man? You got too many hats.
No, let's know what we need to look at, what we need to look out for, and what we need to dive into, man. Let us know.
All right. So this single that I just dropped called I Know is like the first peek into my R&B bag. You feel me? I'm about to step fully into an R&B bag. Not gonna play with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go ahead and get the hair done, put on the suit, and do some. You know what I'm saying?
She got you singing in the rain. Singing in the rain.
You know, I don't know about I ain't on no Usher shit. We ain't burning nothing.
Well, that's the real R&B. Unless you know what I'm saying.
But yeah, we gonna definitely take that leap. You know what I'm saying? I think it's about that time. I've touched the different genres that I've wanted to touch so far. I've tap danced in the rock era. Now I got my rock project already stashed for Black Nirvana too. You know what I'm saying? So because I put out Black Nirvana, and I feel like that was me just expressing myself in a different way. And it wasn't me fully attacking rock, but it came out as a rock project, if that makes sense. So now I feel like Black Nirvana 2 is more of me really diving into it. So I kind of got that stashed away. And yeah, I kind of wanted to jump into this bag and you know, do something for the women. And not only that, but just, just get a different crowd. I feel like this is going to take me to that next level as far as just an artist in my artistry, you know, and be able to, you know, put me in that Gambino style of thinking when it comes to, you know, when I drop some music, you just don't know what the fuck's about to happen.
Hey, it keeps you out of a box so people can't predict your shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Generation we're in now. Back in the day, it was like, oh, you had to be this type of rapper. You had to be that. Now we can do whatever the fuck we want, man. That's
it's the best fresh air nowadays.
Facts. I remember when that shit started popping up. I'm like, oh, I don't gotta hide all my hardcore shit that I put out.
It feels.
This is great. I don't gotta hide this shit and be like, yeah, I do punk music on the side and all that shit. So it's like,
oh God.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. Jan, you got any other questions you got for our guest today?
Nah, man. I'm straight, man. I got all my questions. You know, I wanted to make sure he got all his platforms out there, let people know.
Yeah, that's important, man. Because, you know, respect to you, bro. You do a lot and you keep trying to push your envelope, bro. That's good shit.
Nah, facts. Definitely get the merch.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm about to drop a website finally. So just wait for the website. When I drop the website, it's gonna have one of ones on that motherfucker. I like to drop one of ones. I like special shit.
The kicks. You still got them?
I definitely still got them.
Yeah, link me. So let me know. I want to cop. Because I remember
one of those too, man.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, got the soul shoes. So yeah, just tap in. I got a lot of things going on. That's all I gotta say. TR3 world.
Check him out. He can fucking rap. I'm telling you, he can rap. That water sign shit. He out here, bro. Million fucking codes. He's had a cosign for me before he was even fucking with the team. We fuck with him over here. Right. Bro, he's dope. Shout out to you. Yo, truly appreciate this. This was super fucking dope. And but we never actually had a chance to like chop.
Yeah.
It's cool. You know what I'm saying? To get to know you, like it's better though.
Yeah, and it's like it's good to see, you know, even though like, life is life, but like, yo, you got a good fucking head on your shoulders, bro. You're the type of artist that I like to recommend to people because to me, you're one of those artists that I think can enlighten people, that can like change, actually change someone's ways, and that to me is fucking important. We need more of those.
God willing, bro.
Yeah, so you share on your Instagram stories, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, people can need to follow that kind of artist and shit too.
Hey, no doubt. Hey, I appreciate that. Shout out to the Instagram stories because I done got shadow bans before that shit was even a thing, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Before that was even a word, bro, I was my account been fucked up because I go hard on my stories. So if you follow my account, it's about the stories, bro. No cap.
Turn on what's funny is I had to turn on notifications for yours because I'm like, yo, I don't know, his shit don't come up.
It don't pop up. It will not pop up, bro. You be having to type my whole name out anytime I post some real shit, bro. I'm out.
They got algorithms for that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Let him live, Mark.
Facts, bro.
But that's what I'm getting a website for. When I get my website, I'm gonna have a blog on my website. So it's gonna go crazy.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Yo, I don't know. I keep saying 50 Cent because 50 Cent had like this is 50. That was like World Star back in the day.
Yeah.
When you gonna give us a fucking Instagram, man? When are we gonna because Instagram is done.
I feel it. Yeah, I agree with you. 1,000.
Yeah, it was fucking done, bro. I'm sick of it, bro. We need something like Elon Musk, man. Help us out.
Right.
I'm gonna give him a call later.
Bro, let's get some out here, bro. I'm sick of this shit. Shadow ban for nothing. Putting COVID warnings on shit. I ain't even mention COVID. Like,
putting COVID warnings on shit that's true 3 months later, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here, bro. And
I wasn't too mad at those COVID ones. I'm like, oh, that's whatever. I ain't gonna click on it. I just don't click on them.
Yeah, it's just the worst, bro. I hate that.
But
shit.
You not clicking on it, don't take it away from nobody gonna see the post.
Yeah, no facts.
That's true.
Like, no cap. I remember watching my story and seeing the first post had like 600 people watch it. The post that had like the COVID warning had 3. And then it skips and goes back to like 98. I'm like, so it skips the whole page? Like, how? That's like crazy.
Yeah, it's like, how do you do that? Motherfuckers is just hitting next. They're not skipping.
Facts. Facts.
It's stupid, bro. I hate that shit, bro. I see that shit all the time, bro. I can't stand that shit.
And it groups you together by like the shit that you like, bro. No cap. Like if y'all like the similar shit, it's gonna if you shadow ban, it's gonna show the shit to other niggas that shadow ban with you.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. Instagram, bro. That shit is internet fuckery, bro. I hate that shit. Them algorithms suck now because motherfuckers figured it out.
You need to bring back MySpace. That's all I need to say.
Hey, look, if that come back out of nowhere, I would cry. No cap. You could catch a real tear.
We want, bro. He let
my HTML tip.
I used to put the most ridiculous songs on my page. I didn't give a fuck.
Oh, man.
I was putting my songs on my page, bro. That's how old I've been making music, my nigga.
Yeah, 2008, man. Shit.
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah, bro. Oh, craziness. But yo, again, man, truly appreciate this, man. Yo, we're signing off, people. I hope y'all fucking enjoyed this. Mm-hmm. When this come out, y'all gonna see, but all the links and shit is gonna be there. Check him out. Show some. If you like fucking spitters, you like that dope shit that you can also put in an artsy category, not in a sense of like some bullshit, but like there's layers to his fucking pen, like real lyricism, bro. Check it.
We tried to do on the last project.
No. and he cooked me in Precise Politics on one of my projects coming out. Shit is crazy. But either way, man. Yo, we signing off, man. Truly appreciate everybody, man. Be good. Yo, Trey, be good, man.
Peace. Already.